Hello everyone, it's us. We're back. We're playing some more stuff, and we thought we would play a Winchester Draft today. I haven't done a Winchester Draft, and I don't think you have either, right, B?
Yeah, I don't know what this is. I'm ready to learn.
Okay, so we played a Winston Draft before, and this is similar, but it's kind of like face-up piles instead. And the way that this works is that we're gonna.
So that would be more Yellow Talk, I think. Yeah.
So we got 90 cards. Yeah, I think that would help with that sort of like actually talking about stuff and things. That's part of the reason that I went, ooh, this looks fun. We have 90 cards. That is 6 packs worth, being 2 from our first set of the block, 2 from our second, and 2 from our third. 30, 30, 30. That makes 90. Great. So we're going to take these, and we're going to make 4 piles of 1 card. Now, we're going to flip these face up. And the way this works, you might want to come on this side of the table so you can see the cards so we don't have to... Yeah.
Alright, looking.
So these are our 4 starting cards. One of us is going to choose a card.
Okay.
And then, play will pass. And when it passes, every pile gets another card.
Oh, interesting.
And you're going to pick up the whole pile when you pick up. So if you picked up this one, we would then replace it, and all the others also get an extra card.
Okay, so it's like, so you add 1 to each pile, even if the pile is at 0.
Exactly. So, we're just going to do that. Unless there's like an extra step that I missed because I stopped reading the rules, and that should be it, I think.
Well, you probably should. I assume you read all the rules, right? Yeah.
I will double check, I guess. Okay, I pulled it up. This is like an actual printed, you know those like mini game cards that are come in packs sometimes?
Oh, yeah?
They printed this draft format on one of those mini game cards.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if that was the originator, but it was printed in it. It was a Strixhaven thing. So it says, open 6 packs, remove all basic lands and adds and tokens, and then shuffle the remaining cards together into a stack without looking at them. Place the stack face down, take the top 4 cards of the stack, place each one face up to create the beginnings of 4 separate piles. Randomly determine who drafts first. The first player to draft chooses one of the 4 piles, adds it to their draft pool. Place a new card from the stack onto each pile, including the empty spot. Then it is the next player's turn to draft. They also draft an entire pile, and then add new cards to each pile. Take turns until all the cards have been drafted. When drafting is done, each player builds a 40-card deck from their draft pool, including additional basic lands added as necessary. And that's it.
Nice.
It's you play a normal game after that.
Okay.
So, as my guest, would you like to go first?
I would, yes. Also, so they got so really owned last time.
What do we have? Raven Hunter is a 5-mana 2/4. It has flying. Expensive, but it has a life gain benefit of whenever you gain life, draw a card. And there's a lot of life gain in this set, so that could be cool. You can also spend 4 to just make a 1/1 with flying. Cool. Dispatch, 2-mana instant. Create a 1/1 for each swamp you control. So red, black. Cool. Chill the Stone. 2-mana, creatures you control get +1/+1 to on a turn. Okay, powerful effect. And Mirren Crusaders. 5-mana. It's an enchantment. Whenever you cast a spell, create a 1/1.
Let's see, I think...
I'll see.
Yeah, kind of between these two.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Mirren just seems like a bit late. So yeah, I'll try Dispatch, see if that works out for me.
Yeah.
Red, black.
You, of course, don't need to commit to black-red, but it seems fun. We haven't had a black-red deck in any of our showcase games yet. Alright, we've got Staff of Valor, 1-mana artifact equipment. Equipped creatures get +1/+0. Has First Strike. Equips for 1. Cool.
That seems decent, actually, for what equips for 1, yeah.
Yeah. Mask of Shadows, 1-mana instant. Mask of Shadows deals 1 damage to target creature. That creature gains Shroud. Oh, yeah. You can either just kill something with it if it's at 1 health, or you can protect something by giving something Shroud. I think that's fun. Is it Guild Mage?
Or stop a buff, I guess. You could stop a buff.
Stop a buff, yeah, totally. Is it Guild Mage? 2-mana, star 1. Number of lands you control. Ooh.
That seems really good.
And Grave Harvester, 5-mana, 4/4 Phyrexian Zombie. Other zombies you control get +1/+1 have haste. I don't know how many zombies there are on this set. When Grave Harvester attacks, you may exile a card from your graveyard. If you do, it deals oh, wow, that seems pretty good. So what do we got? We've got white and red. We've got just white here. We've got 2 blue cards over here, if I recall correctly. Raven Hunter being pretty good one. And then we've got Is It Guildmage and what's under Is It Guildmage? I'm picking myself up a little bit in your mic, B.
Oh, oops. I will try to see if I can fix that.
Thank you. Chill the Stone. Yeah. Wow, I'm torn. I think these are both very expensive, but pretty powerful. I think I'm gonna go with the Is It Guildmage? Yeah. So I guess these are my cards over here. Great. There we go. Oops. And then the last one. Okay, so new cards. Dragon God's Rage. 4-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control dies, if it was a creature, you may pay 4. If you do, return to the battlefield transformed.
So I think if something transforming can, it just like stays as it is. So
that's my understanding.
You get it back, yeah.
So this just resurrects things. But if they could transform, they would transform, which is potentially very cool. There's no transform in the set because the AI doesn't know how to make those cards, but yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool if it did.
Yeah, Pardric Migration, 1-mana instant, kicker 3. Okay. Target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. If it was kicked, they also get flying until end of turn. Searing Wind, 3-mana sorcery, deals 4 damage to target creature, and you gain 4 life. Or a Light of Promise, a 4-mana instant untapped target creature you control. It gets +3/+3 until end of turn, and you draw a card.
Yeah, I think I'll take the
Sorry, what was that? You cut out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna take these ones. There's 2 cards that I'm kind of into.
Nice.
I don't know if I'll play in the same deck, but you know,
yeah,
good to have options.
Good to have options. All right, I'm gonna replace these piles.
Okay, so I'm over here. You're over here. Yeah. I guess.
All right, new cards. Chalice of the Unseen, 2-mana enchantment. Aura. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 for each basic land type among lands you control. Okay. Warmonger's Demand, 1-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, you may pay white. If you do, create a 2/2. That one's pretty good. Toram Madad at 4-mana, 2/3. Vigilance, creatures you control get +1/+1. Also very good. And Storm Chaser Mage, 3-mana 0/0. It enters with a number of 1 counters equal to the number of lands you control. Whenever a land is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you put 1/1 counter on Storm Chaser Mage. Oh, that's cute. So it doesn't like... Oh, it's on ETB. Yeah. Huh, cool. I don't think that's going to happen because there's no like land removal, and I don't think you have any... there's nothing that like sacrifices itself. We don't have like Evolving Wilds or anything, but...
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be a cool card.
It does say graveyard from anywhere, so if you could mill yourself, it would count.
Yeah, it does seem like it would be a cool card in actual constructed.
Yeah.
In current standard, it'd be cool to have this card.
Have a card that cares about lands, but it sort of only is a synergy if I have things that actually give me like land ramp. There's a bunch of cards over here. Blue Illusion, Mask of Shadows is 1 damage. I do like that. Dragon's God's Rage. Return Things, and Chalice of Unseen. Warmonger's Demand is also just really good. You know, I think I'm just gonna take the Storm Chaser Mage.
Really?
Yep.
Cool.
Keep our eye on these piles. They don't merge. The new card,
Oh
Skeletal
boy,
Ground.
infecting his stats. Sorry, right ahead.
Skeletal Ground,
Infecting
2
his
mana,
stats.
instant. Oh yeah, there's like 1 or 2, yeah. Destroy target creature controlled against life equal to its toughness. Okay, 2 mana, destroy anything. Instant speed, pretty good. Resplendent Banner, 1 mana artifact for 2 and tap. Draw a card, discard a card, pretty good. Brood of Giants, 1 mana, 1/1. Whenever it or another enchantment enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each creature. Oh, a target creature you control, not each. Cool. And Corrupted Scob, a 5 mana 2/3 with Infect. You can also spend 2 to give it. It has expensive fire breathing, 2 for 1 fire breathing.
Yeah, but I mean,
with infect
fire breathing.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting +2 if you kill them by poison counters, because you only need half as many.
Yeah. Oh, it's my turn to go, right?
It's your turn.
Yeah, I would like this, but it's only 1 card right now. Also, this would be cool, but I think just like these 2 artifacts, I'm gonna play whenever. And Warmonger's Demand is pretty good.
Staff of Valor, some Banner, yeah, no, it's a really solid pile.
Yeah, and I mean, the more I think about +1/+0 and lifelink for 2 mana or 1 mana if you've already played it.
It's first strike.
I mean, first strike is what I mean. Like that actually, it basically, if you can make a lot of creatures just unblockable.
First strike's really strong. I always underestimate how strong it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that strong, but for 2 mana or 1 mana if you've already played that artifact, that's pretty strong.
Yeah. All right, let's see. New cards. Just gonna drop them here quickly, and then we'll flip it over. Eviscerate, a 7 mana black instant dealing 5 damage to any target, and all creatures get -5/-5. So kill all the 5s and kill 1 10.
Or
hit 10 to face. That's also true, yeah.
That is 7 mana. Oof.
It is 7 mana. Apathy, Enemy of the Mind, is a 4 mana 3/3. It can regenerate target creature. Ooh, any creature? That's pretty good. Ghostbreaker Ape is a 6 mana 6/6. I love Ghostbreaker Ape. It's so funny. It's an enchantment creature.
Broken.
When Ghostbreaker Ape enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. So 6 mana 6/6 menace and jail effect. Okay. It's such an interesting style of drafting. It's the same with a Winston, where it's just like you get so many cards of different colors.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't just like build your. It's cool. It keeps you flexible.
Yeah, it forces you to consider different colors.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of building 2 decks. I find.
Oh, maybe. It's a Trilobite? Sacrifice this. I didn't read this one, did I? Tajuru Trilobite, 4 mana 3/2. For green and sacrifice, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control.
That could be absolutely busted.
Pardon?
That could be absolutely busted.
Why?
It's just like, it's like I guess it's like permanent fire breathing. It's really, really good.
You have to sacrifice
on everything.
You sacrifice.
Oh yeah, sacrifice. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to sacrifice this 4-drop. Never mind.
All right, is it time to pick up this massive pile? I like Raven Hunter. I like Mask of Shadows. I think Dragon's God's Rage is interesting, but
Skeletal Ground is 2 mana. I didn't realize.
Skeletal Ground is good. Chalice of the Unseen, pretty interesting. Probably not relevant, but maybe. Skeletal Ground, 2 mana, very good. And then Eviscerate is expensive, but maybe playable? Probably not. I'm probably gonna have to go too many colors for the 3 black pips to be worth it.
I mean, 7 mana, you could have 3 black pips.
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
Assuming you 2 colors, I'm gonna try to do 2 color deck, even though I'm kind of drafting like 3 or 4 colors right now.
That's what I said. You have to, right? I'm gonna take the bottom pile, actually.
Dang it! Oh,
it's a pretty good pile.
Yeah.
I like having things shifted over slightly, but also it's a problem over here. Oops. Well, oh well. Force the Hinge is a 3 mana sorcery. Exile all graveyards. Then return up to 2 target creatures from your graveyard to your hand. Good luck with that second part, but you know. Graveyard matters sometimes. Armored Warcaster, 2 mana, Selesnian, 3/3. It has flying and it can't be blocked. Cool.
It's very good.
Yeah. Pyromancer Elite, 3 mana, 2/1, Human Wizard. It can't be blocked, and for 2, you can tap a creature it doesn't untap. Oh, okay. And then Artful Dodger, 2 mana, Enchantment Aura. Gives a creature +2/+2 as long as you control a non-land permanent, such as an Enchantment Aura or a creature.
Yeah. Just 2 mana +2/+2.
Yeah.
I think I will. Yeah, I'll take the big pile of cards. I think
Seems like a good choice. Keep your options open.
just like I need to. It's more like it's really just for like the removal, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's good to get removal. And you took the removal I wanted to take. So yeah.
Yeah, there was some removal in this pile. Deal 4 damage to target creature and you gain 4 life.
Yeah, for 3 mana, I think that's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good.
Maybe for aggro.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will fill up these piles again. There we go. Mistform Passage is a 2-mana enchantment. You can tap it to add black. Boiling Vats is a 6-mana enchantment. For 4 in Sacrifice, target creature gets +2/+0. For 2, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Rad Fire Breathing.
Yeah, the 2 is very good. The 4 is irrelevant.
Why would you do that? Yeah.
We got
maybe you wanted
Shrouded
to do it in
Rites.
your graveyard for some reason.
Maybe you need it for some reason. Shrouded Rites is a 5-mana enchantment or enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has Shroud. When enchanted creature dies, you return this to its owner's hand. Expensive, but I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Kolfanur, Ancestral Hunger. Not a legendary, worth pointing out. It's a 6-mana 6/6 nymph at the beginning of your upkeep if you control a green or white creature, such as Kolfanur Ancestral Hunger. Kolfanur Ancestral Hunger deals 2 damage to any target. You picked up the last, right?
Yeah, so it's
Ooh, I want a lot of these.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna just quickly spread these out again. So I've got 2 white, 2 green, black, red, blue. Huh. Kolfanur is cool, but expensive. Boiling Vats is very strong, and I think B's going red, and I kind of don't want her to have it. Also, I think Apathy, Enemy of the Mind is really good.
Yeah.
Pyromancer Elite can't be blocked, and I can tap things. Oh, I like that one a lot. Actually, yeah, I might go blue-white. I'm going to take this pile.
Okay. Okay, what pile I'm taking. But let's see what we got.
Let's see what you get.
You get what you get.
All right, Seviper, Winter's Terror, a 2-mana 3/2 legendary worm. When Seviper enters the battlefield, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life for 2 mana and tap. Each opponent loses a life. Activate only during your upkeep. Kamal, Undying King. Oh, wow, you're definitely... is a 5-mana 5/4 legendary nymph that gives other nymphs +1/+1. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability, draw a card, then you may discard a card. Your opponent controls. Sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah, I made this card.
Yeah, you may discard a card. Sometimes you want to discard cards. Come on. Storm Elemental is a 5-mana 4/4. Oh, this thing's great. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 3/1. And you can tap to have the next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. Purity's Guide is a 3-mana 2/3. It's an Elf Knight. It enters with a number of 1/1 counters on equal to the greatest number of creature and/or enchantment tokens you control. Whenever a 1/1 counter is put on Purity's Guide, you gain 2 life.
Weird. So I don't think you put it on when it enters in the battle. Yeah.
Well, it must be, right? Because when you would put counters on a permanent double.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
I still think that shouldn't work, but apparently that's how that one real Magic card functions. So it must be.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm talking about boring clicks for the listeners.
at home.
But there's others
Wherever
that have
you
the same
are.
effect, I think. Like, yeah. Anyway.
I
It's
think
you.
I get the top right, yeah.
I mean, it's spicy.
I mean, I don't know if I'll play like the Undying King,
You
but
don't
like
know. It's so hard to know what you're gonna have enough like colors of.
yeah,
Like,
we'll see.
this isn't that many cards considering we're not like getting mostly one color, right?
Sure, yeah.
Kami of the Branded Flame is a 4-mana 2/2 human wizard. You can tap it to give something +1/+1, or you can spend 2 and tap it to put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped.
It's not so bad at 4 mana. I mean, it's not it's so busted at 4 mana.
Pretty cool, though. Urza Unhallowed is a 3-mana instant. Target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a card at random from it. That player discards that card. Okay. Cleansing Ritual is a 4-mana 2/4 Treefolk Warrior with protection from black. Cycling a 4. If you cycle it, you create 2 1/1s. Right, so yeah, you can just cycle this for 4 to make this create 2 1/1 draw a card. I think that's actually pretty okay. And then Deluge is a 4-mana sorcery. Deal 5 damage to each creature and each player. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna take this bottom pile.
Nah, I guess that's the one I wanted to. That's okay. This other one's section.
You do have like, well, I guess we don't actually know what you're gonna end up doing. Yep, this is all getting collapsed. Try to keep track of it, but whew, too much going on. All right,
too much.
You got a few more cards to look at before you make your decision there. I just moved this, didn't I? That was an accident.
Yeah, you had to add cards support.
That's called lag. Moonlit Butcher is a 2-mana 2/1 enchantment creature elemental. You can sack a creature to put a 1/1 counter on Moonlit Butcher. And for 3 mana, you can regenerate Moonlit Butcher. I like this one a lot. It consolidates power, but then protects itself. So you don't just lose all of it when it dies. Yeah. Core Angler is a 1-mana 1/1 human cleric for 2 mana. It gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So expensive, but also gives you toughness. Cool. And Sandshaper Rigger is a 2-mana 2/1 Merfolk Rogue. It's an enchantment creature. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. When it dies, you gain 2 life. Cute. Core Market Authority. I forgot about Core Market Authority. The enchantment creature Phyrexian Dragon. It's a 3-mana 3/3 with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Who's good? I believe I'm going to take the... yeah, there's 2 cards in the pack here I would like. Yeah, so I'll take the top right. Top
There's
left,
some
I mean.
pretty good stuff in there, yeah. Alright. I do not know what you're going to end up making, and I do not know what I'm going to make either.
Yeah.
Cyclopean Pestilence is an 8-mana 4/5 Phyrexian insect. When it attacks, each opponent sacks a creature.
It's like Annihilator for creatures, which is actually kind of... like that. This is like Eldrazi.
Yeah. Last Chance of Wrath is a 4-mana enchant land. The land is a 5/5 blue giant with hexproof. It's still a land. Precursor Artifact is a 4-mana aura. Enchants Artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 2 life. I don't know if I have any artifacts, though. That's the problem. Tectonic Rift is a 3-mana 2/2. It's an ooze. Whenever you cast a green spell, put a counter on it. Whenever you cast a white spell, put a counter on it. I'm going to take these 2 and go green-white. It seems pretty good to me. I already have a lot of green-white. Faceless Lurker is a 2-mana 2/2 Phyrexian horror. When Faceless Lurker enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in red mortar. I love that effect. I think that's such an interesting take on drawing something on ETB. Sky Knight Bridge Tenders is a 3-mana 2/2 human knight with flying. You can spend 3 and tap target creature, like that. And Flames of the Inferno is a 2-mana instant. Flames of the Inferno deals 4 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Cool. Lastly, Mana Bird Mage is a 1-mana 1/1 bird wizard. It has flying, and for 2 mana, monks you control get +1/+0 until end of turn.
Monk breathing.
You should see if you have any monks. There are monks in the set.
Really?
There are monks in the block. I don't think that specific set had any monks.
I'm gonna go see.
I don't think
the off chance that I have a monk, I highly doubt it. So I'll take a look.
Mm-hmm.
No monks.
I really want to do constructed. It's just so much work.
Yeah. I'll see if I make Cyclopean Pestilence work. I kind of like this 2/2. So,
okay.
Yeah.
It's a very cool 2/2. It just like when I played against Tony, he was able to continuously like recur it. So he was just able to like fetch all the creatures off the top of his deck. And the rest go on the bottom.
The video's out now. I should watch it.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Alright, what am I doing? Oh, this one should be on the top. There we go. Repel the Dark, black for an enchantment at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. Repel the Dark deals 2 damage to that player unless that player pays black. Lightning Cestus is a 2-mana artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and Vigilance, equip 2. Blaze Sprites is a 6-mana white and blue 5/5 elemental with Blaze. Blaze means this deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters. It's Wither. If a creature dealt damage by Blaze Sprites this turn would die, exile it instead. And Frosted Cliffs, a 3-mana sorcery. Search your library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. Ooh, I kinda... interesting. Oh, wait, why have I not taken this yet? There's so many good things in this. Yeah, I'll take this one. Nope. That was a long time coming, I think. Probably that top corner also is, now that I think about it. Plague Arsonist is a 2-mana instant. Plague Arsonist deals 1 damage to any target, then you draw a card. Goblin Raider is a 2-mana 2/1 orc. They're clearly raiding goblins, I imagine. As an additional cost to cast the spell, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Ooh, just to flat out buff all your creatures. Yeah, that's pretty good. Baleful Patron is a 4-mana 4/4. It's a god, not a legendary god. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, you may pay white. If you do, you gain 2 life. And Ghost Quill Amulet, the 3-mana legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creatures get +2/+2. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token that's tapped and attacking that player. It equips for 2.
How that works, I'm not totally sure.
Well, it's cool, actually.
Is there another combat set just for that creature? Dude, that'd be kind of cool, actually.
So there isn't, but a comment actually was left in the video where this card was made, and they mentioned that if you equipped this to someone with First Strike, the creature would get to attack in the normal attack step.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? I didn't think of that. I didn't see it until it was left by a comment was left on the video.
Yeah, I was thinking about an idea for like what battle cards may be.
Yeah.
I think they might be. Now this is like a silly idea, but I think there are cards that initiate another combat stuff.
Oh.
That's like special for this way.
That could be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's probably actually kind of busted because like.
I don't know. I need you to pick a thing.
Yeah, I think Orthovan Hallowed actually looks kind of cool.
Orthovan Hallowed, 3 mana. Target opponent deals their hand.
No. It's like a bad mind rot that
it's random discard.
Hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, Goblin Raider's busted.
I guess it's random. Actually, that's pretty good. It's not the card you pick. You don't get to pick the cards. That's
you don't
actually
get to pick the card.
A little better than like a mine, like in like a. No, I don't get to pick the card, but you don't get to pick the card.
No one gets to pick the card. It's random.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's better than like a lot of discard effects where you get to pick the card. Yeah. I like Goblin Raider.
I think Goblin Raider is good enough for that whole pile if you're in black. And you just picked up Faceless Lurker, so it seems like you probably are.
Yeah.
Okay. Ren's Wardblade is a 3-mana legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you draw a card. Equips for 1. That's attacks, not deals damage. Intense Cold is a 4-mana sorcery. Destroy target creature. Controller loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Ooh, I don't really have any removal yet. Deep Freeze Nymph. Hey, it's a nymph for that Nymph Lord. Deep Freeze Nymph is a 3-mana 2/2 nymph. Whenever Deep Freeze Nymph attacks, creatures defending player controls get -1. Oh, that's so good. That's so strong. And Gideon the Young Hero. Ooh. 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a
the second clause is so busted.
On each creature you control. Oh, actually, I'd love to hear your interpretation of it. As long as Gideon, the Young Hero, has 3 or more 1/1 counters on creatures, creatures you control get +1/+1 for each 1/1 counter on Gideon, the Young Hero. What do you think that means?
I mean, it seems pretty straightforward to me. Like it's just, it gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter. So like, Gideon gets +1/+1 counters are essentially doubled, and also the +1/+1 counters apply to.
What is the trigger? Creatures. What's the trigger to make this active?
It's a static.
It says as long as.
Yeah. As long as it's a thing that exists in Magic.
But what is the as long as? Can you explain it to me?
It has to have 3 or more +1/+1 counters on creatures. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah.
So my ruling is it has to have 3 or more +1/+1 counters on creatures, and the only creature that it could have counters on, because that is like the way of the verbiage of Magic, would mean that it has counters on itself, right?
Yeah, I would be inclined to believe that too.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to see how, because I have seen people interpret it as being like, well, it is giving out counters, so all the creatures that it's giving counters to are creatures that it has counters on, and it's like, I don't think so. It doesn't own those creatures, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, it's very good. I don't know if any of us are in white and black, but I might want to do so. Seems pretty good. Also, I really like Ghost Ghoul Amulet. I think it's really fun. Also, I could use the basic land finding of Frosted Cliffs, so I might go for that. Ren's Wardblade is also very cool. It's really solid. Just every time you attack with it, doesn't even have to connect.
Yeah.
Damage to any target, and then of course Intense Cold. That's a kill spell. I don't really have any kill spells yet. I think I am gonna go for Frosted Cliffs, or not Frosted Cliffs, this pile, and then I'm gonna quickly take a look at my cards and see what colors I'm in at this point, and do I have enough black to play Gideon. Skyshroud Claim is a 3-mana enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If that enchantment card is black, it deals damage equal to the mana value to target creature. Cool. Frenzied Pit Fighter is a 2-mana star. It's a human soldier. You're hitting your mic a lot right now.
That's fair.
Cool. Frenzied Pit Fighters power and toughness are each equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Cool. I don't think we have any self-mill, so it might be hard to do, but could be interesting. Gnar, Manipulator of Memory, is a 5-mana 3/5 legendary enchantment creature spirit. It has first strike and has lifelink. Whenever Nar, Manipulator of Memory, or another non-token creature you control dies, create a treasure token. Yeah, okay. And Sir Natu, Enlightened Master, a 7-mana 5/5 legendary human wizard. At the beginning of each end step, if you gained life this turn, draw a card. For blue, sacrifice an enchantment, draw 2 cards. Alright, I'm going to see what colors I've got. So feel free to consider your cards.
Oh, yeah, it's me to pick, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it should be you.
That should be me. I think I'm gonna take this.
What's that? What's that?
Oh, sorry, top left.
Shroud, Sky Shroud Claim. Yeah. Right, Cheetah.
It's really where we repel the dark,
and then repel the dark. 2 damage each turn, unless they pay black. Cool.
Yeah, you gotta go run black. I don't think so.
I mean, I just picked up Gideon, so I might.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm looking at my colors real quick. Like, okay, I don't know how good these cards are because I'm just looking at them by color right now. But I've got some cards. I'm in a few different colors. Okay. Cool. All right, great. Let's pull out the next step for these piles. All right. Eminence Sootcliffe, Elite Trooper, is a 3-mana, 3/3 legendary human soldier. When Sootcliffe Elite Trooper enters the battlefield, put a woman counter on each other soldier you control. Ooh, do I have any soldiers? Whenever another soldier you control dies, create a soldier. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Warcaster Ogre is a 2-mana, 3/2 Ogre. For 4 mana, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end turn. Ooh, if you have the mana for it, that's repeatable. That's pretty scary. Goblin Merry Bandit is a 2-mana, 2/1 Goblin Rogue. Whenever Goblin Merry Bandit attacks, you may search your library for an equipment card. Put onto the battlefield, then shuffle. There are some like relevant equipments in this set so far. That might not be so bad. And Devastation Tide is a 6-mana aura. At the beginning of each combat, tap enchanted creature and you gain 2 life. Huh. That's a lot. And it has to be held by a creature. If that creature gets like sacrificed or something, you're not getting that life gain anymore. Frenzied Pit Fighter. Creatures in Graveyard, that's probably not going to happen. I have a lot more red than I expected, actually. Do I want Gnar, though? Like, I'm so tempted just because it's a gold card. 5 mana, 3/5. First strike, lifelink, those are some pretty good things. Makes treasures. Yeah, I'm going to take the bottom pile here.
Okay.
Skyshroud Crusader is a 2-mana, 2/2 human cleric. When Skyshroud Crusader enters the battlefield, put a woman counter on each other creature you control. Pretty good. For 2 mana, target creature can't block this turn. Okay. Tide's Reach is a 3-mana instant. Search your library for an island or swamp card. Put it onto the battlefield, tap it, then shuffle. Seeker of the Way is a 3-mana 2/2 Archon. It has protection from black, and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Ho! Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho!
Okay, good.
Maribel, Defender of the Grove, is a 4-mana elf. Probably druid, but guess technically could be dryad. We don't really know. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and have trample. Oh, okay. Some good cards. I don't know what you're going to draft. Go ahead. It's your turn.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take this one over here.
Okay, what's in there? Warcaster, Frenzy Pit Fighter,
Intense Cold. Yeah, all of it's from Intense Cold. I think that seems good for me.
Intense Cold's really good.
Get some good hard removal.
Yeah. I'm just going to do a real quick look around here. I don't think I have any soldiers. If I did, I'd really be interested in that one card. I don't see any in my pile though at all. Yeah. All right. See what we get. Get something spicy for me. Cloaking Gale is a 4-mana instant untapped target creature, cycling 2. When you cycle Cloaking Gale, you may pay 2. When you do, draw a card. So 4 mana draw
Like
2,
double cycle.
or 4 mana untap a creature, or 2 mana draw 1. It's like not terrible, but like not good either.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Vidalcan Mentor is a 1 mana 1/1 enchantment creature Vidalcan wizard. As long as Vidalcan Mentor is enchanted, other Vidalcan wizards you control have
Vidalcan Wizard Trial.
Yeah, if you have other Vidalcan wizards, and I will tell you, there is at least one other in the set.
Really?
There is.
Nice.
I wish. It's one of those cards that makes me go, "Ooh, I want to play this in Constructed." It's probably not even good enough, but still, it's funny. It also taps for white or blue, which actually pretty nice. I might want that. Talus Monument is a 1 mana artifact. It taps for white or blue. Oh, well, there you go. And for 4 mana and tap, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain flying until end of turn. You have to be in Grixis, though. Okay. Or Maestros, as I like to call it. Seeker of the Way seems really good. I don't think I'm going to be able to use the other thing, but it's a good mana rock for my colors. Jade Shikin is a 3 mana human cleric. They're legendary. They're a 2/2. They have first strike. They have protection from black. A lot of protection from black for some reason. When Jade Shikin enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life and tap, add white or blue. What the heck? 3 of the piles. The top card.
Weird, yeah.
Huh. Well, that's so weird. I think I'm gonna take this bottom pile here.
Cool.
Got some blue cards, some white cards, some purple cards. I meant to say green. I don't know why I said purple. Niv Mizzet Perun is a 4 mana dragon wizard. It's a 3/2. It has flying. For 2 mana, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That is repeatable. That's scary. Burrington Warcaller is a 2 mana 2/2 human soldier. It's a soldier. When Burrington Warcaller enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 other target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Burrington leaves the battlefield. That permanent returns under the owner's control. Cool. Jail effect for 2 mana 2/2. Pretty cool. Branching Evolution is a 3 mana sorcery. Destroy a creature with flying, create 2 1/1s. Ooh, that's pretty good. And Nemesis of the Young, a 5 mana 3/4 enchantment creature spirit. Whenever Nemesis of the Young or another creature you control dies, each opponent discards a card.
Cool. I think I'm gonna take I actually think Talus Monument might be real nice in my deck. I'm gonna take it.
Oh, you think it might go Grixis?
Yeah.
Cool.
Or might use white mana. Either one.
Yeah.
Or maybe both.
Maybe both. Seems pretty good. Anafenza, Student of Steel, is a 7 mana 3/6 core soldier. It has flash, and whenever it attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls. Okay. Oathsworn Paladin is a 4 mana 4/4 dragon. For 2 mana, Oathsworn Paladin gains indestructible until end of turn. You know what I just realized? This card's a Dragonborn. Right? Because like in Forgotten Realms, they printed a whole bunch of dragons that are actually Dragonborns, but they still counted as dragons for their type line. That's what this is.
Yeah.
This makes so much more sense now. Yeah, 2 mana, gains indestructible until end of turn. Cool. Fairy Magus is a 5 mana 3/3 spirit. It has flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 white and blue spirit creature token with flying. Oh. And Liminality is a 1 mana aura. Enchanted creature or Shroud. You can spend 4 to bounce this back to your hand. I like Burrington Warcaller. I like Eminence, even though I don't have any soldiers. This is a soldier, which is interesting, but it's very expensive. These black cards I probably won't use. Target creature can't block's pretty good. This top pile is really strong. Yeah, I'm gonna take the top pile here.
Okay.
Oh, we're out. We're out of cards. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should read these. Frozen Wisp is a 6-mana, 3/3 creature spirit. It has flying. For 3 mana, target creature gains Shroud until end of turn. Cool. A lot of Shroud. Embalm is a 1-mana instant with buyback for generic and black. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. 3 mana, draw 2. One of them is this card, and one of them is a creature in your graveyard.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Fairy Magus is a... We already saw this. It's a 5 mana, 3/3, does that thing. And Liminality, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take... I gotta take these 4 cards. I think there's some good ones in here. I think insert on demand is actually pretty strong.
Yeah. Giving things Shroud. Instant speed's really good. It's 6 mana though.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm gonna take Fairy Magus. I think it's really good. Go ahead.
Okay, what do I not want to face?
Yeah. I'm not planning to play any of these cards.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'll take notice of the young.
Cool. And then I'll take Frozen Wisp. Very good. All right, I've got 42 cards. How many do you have?
I got 48.
Cool. All right. Well, we are going to make 40 card decks by adding basic lands to these, and we will see you after.